But regardless, once big tech organizes in a monopoly and tries to deplatform somebody everywhere, that is to set a precedent to do it officially to conservatives ahead of the midterms. Now, since they've got big sites now, and Congressman Gates reported on this 2 weeks ago, finally, we tried to get the info to him, that they have sites that track shadow banning. The average conservative, we put up the graph earlier, is shadow banned 93%. Even Facebook even admitted a few months ago that they were shadow banned 80% on average. I had told you that number as well because we could look at it in Google Analytics ourselves. I'm just giving you numbers here. Okay, that's why they keep being accurate. Now, Paul, they really fear Paul Watson even more than me because he's really good looking. Young people like him even more. I have a young audience, but also a bigger, older audience. Paul doesn't really have a big, old audience. We have a big military audience, but he has new potential millennium voters. Paul is 97% banned. 97% banned. Now, Candace Owens is also really hot with black voters, women, and young people. She retweeted what the New York Times writer put out saying white people are subhuman, and she was banned. Now they're saying it's an error. That's what they did to me at first, too, just to get the idea out with a popular personality. Oh, that it's an accident. Oh, we accidentally banned Trump's Twitter. We accidentally banned Sean Hannity's Twitter. And then later, oh, we're going to give him a strike. Oh, until you hear it over and over again, you think, well, he's had a lot of chances. Go ahead and get rid of him. So there's a formulae, and I've been under it for years, so no one can tell you about it better than me. I run a multimedia operation. In every way we can get out, we get out. We don't charge for what we put out. Other people do. It's one reason we're on so many platforms, thousands of them, because I just want to reach hearts and minds. I pay $500,000 a year to beam satellites into Asia where no money comes back. I pay $140,000 a year to beam high-powered shortwave into Africa and the Middle East. I get no money from it. It's on former Voice of America transmitters because we are the Voice of America. We are promoting free market and God and country and sovereignty and really taking care of our nation. And that's why I backed Trump. I didn't back Clinton. I didn't back Bush Jr. I didn't back Obama because they were all globalists that vacation together and call each other brother. It's sick. So you got this New York Times writer. They found hundreds of more tweets saying she hopes all the whites die, how much she hates cops, how she loves it when they end up dying. She's a monster. But Sherry Zhang is allowed to do whatever she wants and actually say hateful, vicious things. And guess what? I think that witch, that arrogant little SJW Antifa pig, has a right to be on the New York Times editorial board because they're a free country, huh? But this same group wants me shut off, and they can't show you the tweets. Sherry Zhang can't show you the tweets of me. No one will show you what it is I actually said. Drudge Report linked 4 months ago after Parkland to our video of where I said the police stood down at Parkland. YouTube removed it and put a strike on me saying that I said nobody died and they were crisis actors. When Drudge linked to our video, it got 14 million views. They took it down. I put it back up on our platform, 14 million views, totally viral. YouTube had to take the strike down, and they said to Bloomberg, they said somebody inside our organization who was recently trained by the Southern Poverty Law Center went too far and deleted thousands of channels. So again, I'm going to explain something. You know about it when I'm getting banned or shadow banned because I'll make a big deal about it. Matt Gaetz was shadow banned, and we told him 2 weeks before. Roger Stone told him on the phone and in text messages, we've run you through their system. We have sites that look at this. We sent him links. You're already 90% banned on Twitter. Gaetz went up during the committee hearing and said, you're a private company, you can do whatever you want, not even getting it. So the next day, they shadow banned him 99%. They go, this guy's an idiot. We all just lied to him and said, we don't censor any conservatives. He said, that's fine. Just don't talk about killing congressmen. And then the next day, they banned him down to nothing. Then he said he felt victimized. And I'm not trying to put Matt Gaetz down. Just, come on, man. Get it together. Figure out what's going on. Mainstream corporate media is fake news. They're the enemy of the American people, like the president said. And now they're coming after everybody. Now, if you want to get into the real reason all this is happening, I know it's demoralizing. I don't want to demoralize people, but facts are facts, like having cancer. It's operable. We can fix it, Mr. President. You know the Office of Personnel Management was done by insiders. That's even come out in intelligence reports. They try to keep it quiet because it's such treason, it's unbelievable. We know China owns the majority of our debt after the private Federal Reserve. We know they now own Hollywood. You've helped block some of them buying up American Bandstand, a few final things they didn't own. We know that they're teaching Maoism in the colleges, and all 50 major state-funded colleges have major Chi-Com infiltration. Some of them are run by the Chi-Coms. Even the Washington Post had to admit. We know that the People's Army of China has been caught running Dianne Feinstein's operation. We know their penetration is hundreds of times that of the Russians. We know they're involved in election meddling, and we're so arrogant they went to Davos a year and a half ago and said they would stop your agenda, along with Juncker. Mr. President, America knows you're real. They know the Democrats are the anti-American globalist allied with the Chi-Coms, radical Islam, the unelected EU, and others. If you come out before the midterms and make the censorship the big issue and them trying to steal the election, and if you make the fact that we need an Internet Bill of Rights and antitrust busting on these companies, if they don't back off right now, and if you don't come out and point out that the communist Chinese have penetrated and infiltrated and are way, way worse than the Russians, because it's true, and the Democrats are scared of that coming out, and you've got the Feinstein info coming out, and more is about to come out, just as I've told everybody, then they will be able to steal the midterms and start the impeachment. It's the right thing to do, Mr. President. It's the truth. And it's crazy to believe it. It's crazy to understand it. I know you've been told this, from our technology to the South China Sea to everything, to them having 98% of rare earth minerals. They didn't do that by themselves. They were given that. David Rockefeller said he was going to move everything to China. They said they were going to do all this. And now you've stepped in. The country's coming back from the dead. They're desperate to stop it, and they're trying to stop you and every American from having their speech by defaming me, lying about what I've done, Soros financing fake lawsuits to give it legitimacy, and now deplatforming me ahead of it because the lawsuits are all getting thrown out because they're lies. 90% of what's in these things are total frauds. And they know we're getting stronger, and they know we're moving forward, and they now have made the wrong move. I believe they've jumped the shark. I believe they've won the battle, but they're going to lose the war if you, with your vision, continue to take action and make free speech and this internet antitrust garbage the #1 issue and move against them now. If you don't, they are going to steal the midterms. They're already doing it with economic contributions to the Democrats, blocking everybody else's speech that supports America and making it great again and your agenda.
The President of the United States is racist.
He's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig.
And he can suck my
He's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt.
Kiss my mother ass, you bitch punk sucker.
The President of the United States is a weak man.
He's not only unfit to be president. In my book, his lack of empathy, his lack of leadership, his lack of courage, he's unfit to be human.
He is clearly trying to ignite a civil war in this country.
This is CNN.
You're at war with Russia. You got to get mad. You got to say, I'm an American citizen, goddammit. My democracy has value.
Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Donald J. Trump is president.